Hey guys, I'm Rose here, and welcome to episode 7 part 1, which is Mercenary, as you already know. We're gonna continue, of course, where we left off, and let's check this area around here, because there are a couple of items that can be found here. So, first of all is in this corner right here. There's a leather sachet, which contains gold, of course. Do not really know how much. I will open it later. And there's also a plant here, medium knotweed. We can use that for potions. And most people, including I, forget this to check the roofs. So I will just show you where to find the items. Do not know exactly all the locations, so I'm a bit searching around though. Hope you guys don't mind. As I already said, I don't do this often. But just check the roofs for items such as potion, a couple of leather sachets, a pinch I believe, and there is the potion, and if I remember it correctly, also some honey, but where exactly on which roof I do not yet know. So here's the pinch. If you know what's that for, just let me know, because I got no clue, and if I think it's useless, I'm gonna sell it. Honey for some HP, which is nice. Another sachet here. Already found a couple of ones, but that doesn't really matter. Did I forget anything? I don't think I did. I'm gonna check the other side later. So let's get down here. Be careful when you fall down. If you fall down with your face down, then you're dead, probably, most likely. So don't let that happen. We're gonna talk to this guy here in just a minute. I'm gonna get some small scythe, a pick, and a sickle. And see, no, she talks like most other citizens, without any questions and such. There's 3 turnips here, which I already took, and let's talk to this guy now.
That lunatic's hammering is wearing me down.
Who are you talking about?
Can't you hear that hammering? Who do you think hammers all day long in the harbor district? I mean that lunatic fella. He takes the hammer to his hut every day.
I could take care of Felon.
You want to help me? What's in it for you?
You tell me.
Oh, that's how it is. All right, if you can get him to stop hammering, I'll pay you 25 gold pieces. But I'll tell you one thing right now. You can't talk to the guy. He's nuts. The only thing that will help is a few decent punches.
If I beat him up, I'll just get into trouble with the militia.
Down here at the harbor, no one pays much attention to brawls. But if you steal around here, or mess with the sheep, you'll be in trouble.
Oh my god.
I'll see what I can do.
You can think about it. Remember, I'll pay you 25 gold coins.
Damn, that's a lot. I'm gonna do it. Now, this Felon guy that's hammering all day long, which makes him annoying of some sort. Let's talk to the fellow. I know it's not really useful to talk to him, just punch him on the ground and you'll be fine. But let's just talk to him.
Trying to fix the leaks in my house. The rafters have been crumbling away ever since we had those rainfalls recently. Soon everything's gonna come down around my ears.
Hey! Could you stop hammering?
Give me a second. Cat wants to answer the game. She always wants. What do you want, honey? It's a freaking annoying little animal, aren't you?
Just try not to bug me
No,
too much,
I
okay?
bounced
I'll give you
against
10 gold pieces if you
my
stop
desk.
that hammering.
Hey, that's very generous of you. But as to your gold, you can... Well, you know what you can do with it.
You don't
Stop that
said
hammering.
what I just think you said, did you?
Forget it, or I'll knock some sense into your head with my hammer.
Really? Alright, time to eat some dirt, you bastard. You're gonna eat some bloody dirt, which is nice. Because it's you that eats the dirt, not me. 30 gold experience, and a couple of gold coins. The reason I only got 30 is because of the heights of power. Some guys got their powers decreased, so they're better. fightable. So it's not really a biggie. Let's talk to this big shot now.
Don't you try that again. Okay, so you beat me. Some heroic deed that was.
Will you stop hammering now, or do I have to thrash you again?
No, don't hit me anymore. I'll stop. But if everything collapses around here, it'll be your fault.
Not really, and it would be your stupidity of listening to me. I would have enjoyed another punch face. You know what I'm saying? I want to eat you more
Are those
dirt.
your sheep?
The only one that belongs to me is the one that answers to the name of Lucy. That's my wife, Lucy. The sheep belong to the militia. All the sheep they collect from the farmers, they bring to me.
Really, and you slaughtered them or something?
Felon will hammer no longer.
Hear that? No more hammering. At last, I thought the fellow would never quit.
Yeah, it was wrong.
You've done me a huge favor.
Really?
You know what? I'll give you 30 gold
Oh wow,
pieces.
5 gold coin bonus. I like that, man.
And how are the sheep?
The sheep eat and get fatter and fatter. Just like my wife.
Yep. Alright. See you later, freak. I'm gonna slaughter those sheep later. Because I want their skins. Let's talk to this Meldor here. I think
Hey,
he's
you.
looking some
What do
swamp
you
food.
want? I wanted to have a look around here.
And where exactly are you headed?
Anyway,
What interesting things are there to see here?
There's a cat house here and a tavern. The landlord's name is Cardiff. If it's information you want, he'll be the right person to talk to. Do you, need money, by the way?
Are you giving
Sure.
it away?
No, but right across the street here is the house of Laymar, the moneylender. Well, I'm sure he'll give you a few gold pieces. Just go ahead.
yeah, I'm sure he does, but then I have to pay back. I'm gonna
You work
do a
for
trick
Laymar?
about that, so I can
Smart
get
kid.
myself 200 gold pieces without returning them.
Actually,
And
I was
without
on my way
getting
to
you
the
in
upper
trouble.
quarter.
Yeah, right. And I was about to board a ship and have it taken to the king for an
Really?
audience. People like you and me haven't been allowed in the upper quarters since the paladins came.
Are you a citizen of this town?
If you mean do I live here? Yeah.
No, that's not what I
But
mean.
still, they won't let me into the upper quarter.
Because you don't work, you
Only the
fat
towns
ass.
can get in there are the merchants and craftsmen from the lower end of town. The people from the harbor district don't carry much weight in Corinna. There isn't even a regular militia patrol down here.
Do you really care about that?
Has anything exciting happened lately?
Not long ago, the city guards turned the entire harbor district upside down. They were searching for stolen property. There've been plenty of thefts here lately, especially in the better quarters. They're obviously trying to blame the poor suckers at the harbor for everything.
Alright. Let's talk to the general store, I call it.
You look a little worse for wear. Haven't slept in a long time, have you?
Too long, I should say.
Come on, step closer. With me, you'll find what you're looking
You
for.
selling a bed?
You said that you've got what I need. Does that include information?
But of course, what is it you want to know?
How to win the lottery? Would be nice.
Are there any other traders here at the harbor?
If you keep to the left at the quay, you'll find Helvor, my husband. He sells fish. On the other side, there's Brahim, the cartographer.
Does he sell big fish or
Do you
small
know
fish?
anyone from the upper quarter?
If I knew anyone up there, I wouldn't be standing here, my boy.
What interesting things are there to see around the harbor?
Well, if you're looking for some action, you can go down to Cardiff's Inn at the quay. There's always something brewing there.
I'm sure it
You
is.
can hardly miss it. The guy standing by the entrance there will certainly draw your attention to it.
Perhaps.
Besides that, there's the large ship of the Paladins, the King's Stately War Galley. That one's really worth seeing.
And stealing from.
You'll find it if you keep left at the quay and then pass under the high rock face.
Thank you. Now I know where to go if I want to
Has
loot
anything
that shit.
exciting happened lately?
I'm gonna
You could
take
say
this,
so.
those items on there
A
for
thief
my
ran by
fucking
here.
town,
He
mate.
must have stolen a bow in the lower
Oh,
part
sorry, I
of the
just
city.
cursed, didn't I?
Of course, the militia
Oh,
came
back.
here way too late, like always. He got away from them, just jumped into the harbor, and he was gone.
I gunpipe. No, let's see what she means with attention.
Hey, I don't know you. What do you want?
Alright, I see
You
why
ain't a
this
pretty
goes.
tavern.
He wants to eat the mud.
Yes, do you mind?
You've got no business here, Russ.
Call me a run. You've got to be kidding.
I see. I'll be forced to tan your hide in order to make any progress.
You're welcome to try, Russ. Show me what you got.
Alright, time to eat some dirt. Time to dance. Miss. Miss. You missed again. Come on, hit me. You're weak. Oh, you gave me a hit. Ooh, I'm scared. Come on. Just bloody die already. I'm not really gonna die. Go! Mirage. Thank you. Well, let's talk to people inside here. Card.
How are things?
If you want something to drink, you'll have to order it.
I bet you overhear a lot of things.
So what's that to you?
I've always got an open ear for news.
Have you got your purse open now? Every piece of information I give you will cost 10 gold
You
pieces.
got to be joking. Let's say 6.
I'll give you no more than 5
Oh,
for
5.
your information.
The end result is 6.
5 gold pieces? Are you trying to ruin me?
Kinda.
Let's make it 7.
No, it doesn't look like that.
No, it doesn't work that way. Let's say 6.
You're a scoundrel, you know that?
Choose that.
Well, if you insist, let's say 6 gold pieces for each piece of information.
Better than nothing, huh?
I need information. Who counts among the influential citizens in this town?
You won't find anyone down here at the harbor. The only powerful man here is Lamar. The moneylender is not very popular, but he has gold, and other influential citizens owe him money. The merchants and craftsmen also have a lot of influence. Too much, if you ask me.
Who's in debt to Lamar?
If you want to know that, you should take a look at his ledger. Only it might be pretty difficult to do that without him noticing.
That's a hint.
As far as I know, he always carries it with him.
That's a hint too.
Where can I find work?
You're not likely to find work down here at the harbor. You need to go to the craftsman in the lower part of town for that. But if you wield a decent blade, you can go challenge Ulrich, who fights for gold behind the warehouse.
I don't mean gold.
What do you know about the missing citizens?
All I know is that some people have vanished during the last few days. It's especially bad down here at the harbor, you say. Maybe you should ask around here a bit. There were some cases in the lower part of the city, too. If you want to know more, you should talk to Corrigan. He has his tavern in the lower part of town, and he's likely to hear a thing or two. Halvor, the fish merchant down by the quay, might know something, too. Many people frequent him.
Really? Interesting.
Who can teach me something here?
There are a few competent people here in the harbor district. Carl the blacksmith is a sturdy fellow. I'll bet he can show you how to get stronger. Ulrich knows a lot about fighting, and Lares is a cunning rogue. He's down here at the harbor sometimes as well. And if you're crazy enough to go see old Ignaz, he knows all about
Alchemy, my friend. Alchemy.
Oh, boy. The king will have won his war against the orcs before I've done explaining that to you. Just
Well,
look around the harbor district
damn,
and you'll
this
to
thing's
find them.
huge.
If you don't know your way about, go to Braham and buy yourself a map.
By myself.
He's easy to find. His hut is
I'll
right
steal
next
it.
to my tavern.
Better
Should
and
have
cheaper.
for that one.
Is there any special work to be had around here where I could make some quick money?
This is one of the
Something
things I will do
special, you say?
differently regarding my past. As a mercenary, I'll do everything
Go
that
talk to
gives me
Nagur then.
more
Maybe he can
gold
help you.
advances. So what I'm going to do is
Got anything special for me
talk
to do?
to Nagur
Got
after this.
something for you.
and get him the job and complete it, of course. It's in the Mercenary. I'll wait with Akil's farm. One reason, and one reason only. I want to join Mercenaries first. So perhaps they can give me the blessing, or blessing. Perhaps they will leave voluntarily if I'm one of them. So I'm not really try that. So I'm gonna try that out. Alright, let's talk to Nagura here.
Cardiff says you may have a job for me.
Well, well. So you're looking for a special job. Okay. But we play by my rules, understood?
What does that mean?
That means you do what I say and you get a third of the profits.
No deal.
If you don't like it, then there's no job.
Then there's no job. That's 50-50.
We're business partners, so it's 50-50.
Okay. I thought I'd give it a shot. Of course, we'll split our profits fairly.
Like you.
All right, what's your plan?
You know the merchant Beltran, don't you? If not, it's time you talk to him. This Beltran is a messenger who supplies you with goods from Akil's farm.
It's so chillaxing, but makes this annoying sound.
Until I cut his throat. Now Beltran has to get a new one.
I like that.
And that will be you. Your job is to get hired by Beltran and fetch the delivery from Akil. You bring it to me, and then I'll set it on to an interested customer. You'll fork over a tidy little sum for it. And just don't try selling the stuff yourself. Have you got all that?
I become pipe.
How much will the profit be?
I can't say exactly, but I estimate around 400 gold pieces.
Oh, that's nice gold.
Where is Akil's farm?
Leave the city by the east gate. That's directly on the marketplace. If you follow the road to the right, you'll soon come to a few steps cut into the rock. Go up there, and you'll come to Akil's farm.
Thank you.
When should I talk to Beltran?
You can go right away. He should know by now that his messenger won't be showing up anymore.
Oh, the mask, brother. From a mother I do not
Where
know.
can I find Beltran?
He has his stall in the marketplace.
Well then, I'm all set.
Good. Then get on your way.
What? No beer?
But if you try to cheat me, you'll soon be every bit as dead as the messenger.
You're not gonna give me beer?
Don't forget.
Come on, give me a beer, you fucking wank. I just cursed the game.
I must be
Sorry.
crazy. What are you doing here?
Hey Lares, you old scoundrel, how did you get here?
I was able to escape to the Valley of Mines just in time, together with Lee and some of the other boys. You remember Lee, don't you?
Of course I remember that old...
Of course I remember Lee.
I got out of the colony with him then, just after the barrier.
Then what then?
He and his boys are now on the farm of Onar, the landowner. He made a deal with the farmer. He and his boys defend the farm, and Onar feeds them in return.
Fair trade.
Vatras sent me. He told me to come to you when I needed help.
So you've already been to see Vatras? You must have made a lasting impression on him. Otherwise, he certainly wouldn't have volunteered my name. Especially not since the matter with those missing people still hasn't been resolved. Tell me what you need.
Vatras gave me this ornament to bring to you. He said it is to be taken back.
Of course. It's up to me, as usual. I might have known.
Sorry about that, brother.
I'll have to walk halfway across the island to take it back to the water mages.
I can take it.
I can take the ornament there for you.
Double sync.
I think I'd better take it there myself. But you could come with me. Only, I can't leave here at the moment. I need to keep an eye on the harbor.
Then don't offer it. Okay?
What exactly do you do here at the harbor?
I can't talk about that. Vatras would have my head.
I need your help.
And what exactly were you thinking of?
I need a better weapon.
You can all
There's
help
nothing
me
I
with
can do
that.
about that, I'm afraid. Have you tried the marketplace?
But do this. It's good for gold.
What about some better armor?
Mateo sells armor, but he'll probably charge you an arm and a leg for it.
There is a way you could get it cheaper, though, if you don't mind pulling a fast one on the militia.
Open your eyes,
What do you
Lares.
mean?
I got it
There's
all.
a storage area next to Mateo's house, but all the merchandise has been confiscated by the militia. Go to Zurus at the marketplace and get yourself a sleeping spell.
Not really.
Then you send the guards off to Dreamland. I'm sure you'll find some decent armor among Mateo's stuff.
Money?
I need some money.
Don't we all? Sorry, but I have none to give you. But Lamar, the moneylender, still owes me a favor. Go to him and borrow whatever money you need. I'll take care of the rest. You'll find Lamar in the harbor district, where it borders in the lower part of town.
Alright, which is
About
nice.
those missing people. Tell me what you know.
The first was William, one of the fishermen here in Corinthus. One day, he simply didn't return. At first, we thought that one of those sea monsters out there had eaten him in his boat for breakfast. But not too long afterwards, other people started disappearing from the town and the surroundings. Pretty random events, though. Everyone's at a loss so far. The way it looks, we'll just have to wait until we finally stumble across a clue.
Isn't this a case for the militia?
The militia is pretty useless, if you ask me. They're never going to clear this up. The missing people have just vanished into thin air.
They just don't look good.
I must talk to the paladins by any means.
What do you want from them?
They've got a powerful amulet, the Eye of Innos. I must have it.
And you think they'll give it to you? You'll never get into the upper end of town.
Do you know why the paladins are here?
Nobody knows for sure. Lots of people think it's because of the orcs, but I think there's another
I
reason.
agree.
It probably has something to do with the old penal
We
colony.
got that now. Now, this is also a thing I did differently on the old three paths, depending on the path, of course. This is Mercenary. I will pick
I can
up
exert my influence with the
Mercenary.
mercenaries if you want to join me. And I'm sure we can find a way to get you into the monastery soon. But the easiest thing would certainly be for you to join the militia. Which community do you prefer?
Mercenary.
The mercenaries.
I'm sure that Lee will accept you. But first, you're going to have to pass a test. Go and talk to Cord on Onar's farm. He can help you with your test. Tell him that you reside beneath my wing. You'll understand.
I can do that, but I probably won't.
Vatras said you could help me join a
I probably
community.
will.
Getting to... All right. I can... and I'm sure...
The
we
reason
can
I
find
skipped
out
this
the
is
need-
because I
which
already did
community.
this, so I'll think about it. I think yes. I'll do the other two in my other two parts,
So what's your business with Vatras?
I've got this little agreement with the water mages, you see.
What kind of an agreement?
We work for them, and they see to it that our past in the penal colony doesn't get us into trouble.
You're talking about the Ring of Water?
You've heard of it?
Vatras told me about it.
You might have mentioned that right away.
Tell me more about the Ring of Water.
The ring is to the water mages what the paladins are to the fire magician. But, unlike the paladins, we operate in the background. The ring is a mighty weapon in the battle against the dangers that threaten the people of Corinthus. But this only works as long as we keep the identity of all those secret who belong to the Ring of Water. So keep this to yourself.
I will.
Sure. I want to join the Ring of Water.
That's fine with me. But the decision about whether you will be accepted or not lies with the water mages alone.
What did you do to impress the water mages?
I protected them for a long time when we were still living with the barrier. And they have plenty of reason to be grateful to me.
What's it like to belong to the Ring?
We are very different from the usual communities you can join here in Paris. Once you're one of us, we're not going to ask anything of you that you are not ready to do. The only thing we truly require of you is to keep quiet.
That's an easy
We
thing.
work in secret and do not want to let outsiders know who our members are. We shall keep an eye on you. Everything else remains to be seen.
Alright.
I see. Tell me more about Lee and his mercenaries.
What do you want to know?
How do I find the landowner's farm?
It's quite simple. You leave the seaport by the east gate and then follow the path towards the east. I can take you there if you want.
Tell me more about the mercenaries.
Well, if you're as tough as you were back then, you shouldn't have any problems with them. Most of them are ruffians, and if you can't stand up to them, you won't get far. If you're squeamish, you don't have a chance of joining them.
I'm not
Why aren't
sure.
you with Lee and his mercenaries?
But I am, just not on the farm. You could say I'm our outpost in the city. We don't want the ship to sail without us.
What ship were you talking about?
It's on the open sea harbor, behind the cliffs. Lee and a few of his people really want to get away from you. But that could take a while.
Why?
You'd better ask Lee about that. If you meet him, he's got plans.
Alright. You got anything else to say?
Okay, let's go.
I cannot leave here until we know more about the missing people, or someone else takes over my duties.
You know anything about a thieves guild in town?
The questions you ask. Of course, there's a thieves guild here, just like in every big city.
You got a
And
point.
every petty pickpocket or fence is probably connected to it somehow.
Alright.
Do you know where I can find the thieves guild?
No offense, but even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you
Ah,
anything.
come on, I'm your
These
buddy.
people usually react very sensitively to things like that.
Get out of it.
If you want to get involved with them, you should be very careful.
Can you teach me something?
I'm gonna train my
I can help you become
dexterity
stronger
here,
and more dexterous.
so I can equip a better sword. Cause this one just sucks.
Teach me
It's
something.
literal knife. I hate this knife. Thank you.
You've already gotten more dexterous.
I'm sure I am. Anyways guys, this is about the end of my episode. I hope you liked it and found it enjoyable to watch. Please subscribe, comment, like, and if it's really a must, dislike, but then tell me why you disliked it. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.